Hello everyone, this is Sharat, and today I'm going to provide you a demo for an RPA automation tool UiPath. So before I start, let me introduce myself. I come up with total 12 years of experience into different technologies and have been providing trainings on multiple technologies such as Python, Advanced Excel, VBA, SQL, RPA automation tools such as UiPath. So let me start the demo session on UiPath and then would talk about something on UiPath, what UiPath is. Okay, so in UiPath, we have UiPath Studio and we have UiPath Robot. So Robot is named as UiPath Assistant now. Earlier, it used to be UiPath Robot. And apart from this, we have Orchestrator where we can manage, a number of robots. So this is how Orchestrator look like. So here, one robot studio is connected to, this is my machine only, which is connected. And for that, we have community license as well as enterprises license. The automation developer can download the community edition, which is free. So let me start developing something over here, and then we'll talk about the UiPath again. So this is an RE framework. So from here, if I go to UiPath, first you need to install the UiPath. If I click here, so after clicking here, there will be a wizard open. So this is 2022.10.3 version, you can see. So this is how one wizard will open. So I have clicked on Robotic Enterprises Framework. So most of the time, we develop the project in RE framework. It's a complete framework where any kind of issue is happening, maybe some kind of exception is coming. So it will move on to different state. We can apply conditions. We can add more states as well. So let me start some basics first. So this is how I have, created this RE framework. I'll go to new and sequence. So this is going to be one module. So for name as login module. Okay, so this is my login module. So this is created. So here I'm going to use, these are the activity panel. Apart from activities, we have project panel. We will have project files here. We will have a snippets. So a snippet is nothing, it's just the use case, any kind of module which you have already developed that can be stored into the snippet. And with the help of argument and all, we can reuse those modules into different projects. Let's say let's say I create one login page for one application, and that application has to be used for another project as well. So same module can be used into the another project. So that's how we use the use case. So in activity, I'll I'll put one activity as open browser. So I have this open. Okay, these are the modern activities. So let me, because generally I don't use this system. I'm using a new laptop today. So let me just change it from the settings first. And these are the modern activities. I'll just change it. So go back, and from here as well, project setting, I must be having modern design experience. Okay, so this as well, I want to remove and reload. So because we are going to discuss some basics, so we will discuss the basic activities. So meanwhile, it is loading. Okay, it's already loaded. Project activity. Okay, so that's how the normal activities look like. So open browser. So open browser, I can, go to the property and I can choose any of the browser whichever I want to choose. It can be Chrome, it can be Firefox or something. So let me use Chrome first. Okay, so I'm going to provide one path over here. So let me use some path. I can use www.screener.in. Okay, we will be writing the code and at the same time we are going to test the code. Okay, so there was one error, but sometime it shows the error, but that will be um, after a couple of seconds, it will be gone if you have written the correct code. If it is not correct, it will be keep on coming. So let me run this file, run this module. It's going into different screen. So first of all, am I sharing the correct screen? Yes, this is the correct screen. Okay. So that's how it got launched. So once again, we're gonna run it again. So you can see one job is already processing here. It's going into different screen. So let me stop my other screen and then maybe I can show you better. Show only second screen, keep changes. And yes, again. So I have run it. Bot is started. It has launched this application. Okay. So this application is ready. Okay. So what happens whenever we are, running it again and again, every time it will open um, one instance of Chrome. So for that, what we can do, we can just close the application first, kill kill process. So whichever Chrome application is open, it will just click kill it. Okay. And after that, sometime, Chrome application is not open. So it doesn't find this process to kill. So for that, it shows the error. So for that, we can click on continue and error true. So even if some error is coming on this activity, it will move further to this activity. And after that, you would have noticed that it was opening this application in minimize zone. So we can just maximize this as well. So for that as well, we have activities. So maximize, maximize window, and now. So you will notice that this application will be closed and the new instance of this application will be logged in, open, and after that it will be maximized. In UiPath, we do many kinds of automation which are into web automation, Excel automation, PDF automation, and email automation, Citrix application automation. Any kind of automation is there. We do that in UiPath. So it is maximized. Okay. And now you would have noticed that this page is coming. So we need to close this pop-up as well. So for that, we are going to write another code from the activity. So click activity I'm going to use. We'll put here, and then here is the element, indicate element inside the browser. And then you can see some other screens coming. So we have this pause 5 seconds. I will press F2, pressing F2, and then it will be paused for 5 seconds, and I can go back to the correct screen. So now this is the correct screen, and now I can choose where exactly I need to click. So I'm clicking here. Okay. And so this is already taking the click push button close, and we have certain selectors as well for this one. So let's go and see the selector. That's how the selectors are getting generated. The application is Chrome and the class is Chrome widget window 1 restore page, and on the restore page it is going to click on the close button. And this is a push button. Okay, so this kind of selector will get generated, and we can put it wait for ready. So till the time web page is loaded successfully completely, then only it is going to click over there. So for that we can click on wait for ready, or we can click it as interactive as well. So this maybe we gonna learn in the training sessions, all the properties, all types of activities, all types of projects and modules, how we gonna do that. Everything we are going to learn. But over here, I'm just providing a basic demo. Okay, so now I'm going to run it again, and you'll see now we have 5 codes, 1, 2, 3, 4 codes. So it will just kill this application first, kill it, launch the browser, launched. After that, it's once it is completely launched, it is going to click on restore page, close, and that's how my application is launched. Now we are going to log in this application. So what we can do instead of this one, I can launch is completed. So I can just rename this one as launch application. Lo- okay. And after that, let me create one more sequence. So generally what we do, we have in RE framework, we in the initialization only, we are launching all the applications, whichever is required in the project. So kill activities also we have here, kill workflow. So this is again a module, the similar module like we have this launch. So here we write the kill codes, the same code which I have written here, the same code we're gonna use here. But either you use here or you use here. So that will be as per the logic we will discuss later. And now I have this init all application workflow, init all application. Okay, so here maybe I can invoke this module, and so I'll invoke this module as like this, and I should make sure that this module is working fine. So for that, even if like in one go it is not able to launch this application, so it can retry. So for that I can put this into the retry scope. So retry scope we have, and I can put it into the action, and then I can use one element exists. So this element access is going to check like if that element is visible on the screen. I'll press F2 to wait, and we'll open that application, and I'll just check if this, let's say I'll just check screener. If this screener is there on the page, that means my application is logged in successfully. So every time it will just launch this application, and it will check this one. And inside the launch, we already have this kill activity. It is going to kill as well. First, it will kill any kind of open browser, then it will launch the application, and then it will check that. So this is the module I have invoked here. And then it is going to check that whether it is logged in, this element is exist or not, logged in or not. Now in this retry scope, I can put the retry number as 3 times. Okay, like 3 times it is going to retry. If let's say in one go, it is not able to lock in that application, so it will retry 3 times. And also I can put the retry interval, which is 0, 0 hours, minute, and second. I'm going to put 2 seconds. 2 seconds more than enough. Okay. And now I'll minimize this one. So this is going to launch my application. Okay. And if I run this one, run this module, so this module is going to do the same thing. So let me show you. We are going to do some back testing, cross function testing. So for that, it will close it. Chrome is, it will close the Chrome. So Chrome is closed, you can see, and it has launched the Chrome. So I'll just close it by myself. So what it is going to do, it will just check that element, but it will check that element up to 30 seconds. Means till 30 seconds, if it is not able to check that element, then only it is going to move forward. So for that, what we can do, we can just reduce the time. Instead of 30 seconds, it should check for 2 seconds. And for click activity, restore page, we were clicking over there. So for that as well, we can just remove the reduce the timeout time. So I'll stop it. So first we do that, and then here we have this timeout time. So I'll put just 2000 millisecond. So up to 2 second, it is going to check that element. And this close button as well, I'm going to put 2000 millisecond. So 2000 millisecond equal to 2 seconds. Okay. So now maybe I can run this application from here. So it won't take that much of time. Okay, run it. So this time Chrome application is already closed. So it will not throw the error, and it will launch the new Chrome application. I can maybe close this one manually. So again, because we have this retry activity, it is going to retry. Okay, it will wait for a couple of seconds. Maybe I can reduce one more timeout time here. So which is launch application, this one as well. I can put one timeout time. The browser is good. Continue an error, I can put true, and that's it. And yeah, timeout time we already capped here. And in the this one, we already capped 2000 millisecond. Okay, so we are going to run it again, and we'll watch it patiently. After this launch module, we are going to log in this application. So first, so what is stopped? Why it has not tried 3 times? Because it got that um, element. Okay, but this time if I close that, okay, so it will not be able to find that element. So first it will kill it. Okay, it will open, close it, and now let's see what happens. Okay, bot is still running because the screen damp is there. Bot is still running because it will not find that element. It is going to relaunch that. Okay, so it is relaunching that application, and this time it's able to see that screener. Okay, and that's it. It so this time that This close button has not come. Okay, but so for that we can put continue narrow true this as well, or maybe it would have came, so it has clicked quickly. Okay, so launch is done. Now we are going to log in this application. So we'll create one more module. We can put it here as well, or it's better to create always, more and more modules. Login application. Okay. So for that, I may not be having the credentials, but after launching this kind of page will open. So what we're gonna do, the first activity is click activity. Click, and we're gonna use this activity, drag and drop, and indicate the element, and we are going to indicate this login button. Okay, and now we'll rename this activity, we'll login, and we'll check the selector because sometime we need to make the dynamic selector. So sometimes some different kind of screen is there. Sometimes this button is space is less, so we can just put the wildcard so that it is will just validate it, highlight it. Yes, it is correct, and it's going to click there, and we just going to put 2000 millisecond. So it should check this element up to 2 seconds. If within 2 seconds it is able to find it, it will just click it. Else it will throw the error. Simple. Okay. So let's just test it. Run the application. Sorry, run the file, workflow file, and it's clicking on the login. Okay. And after that, this kind of you know is coming. So I'll just put some type in two boxes. Type into. So first type into is going to be my email, and in the email you know, I should first empty this field because some value is already there, and I can click on click before typing. Okay, it's and I can put wait for radius. After login, you know, it takes a couple of seconds to load it, so I can put delay before time, which is 1000, 1 second, 1 second delay after this application, and before running this, after this activity and before running this activity, there will be a delay time for 1 second. And timeout time I can put as 3000 millisecond. Up to 3000 millisecond it's going to check, and yes, I can put the same ID, Sharad Kaur at the rate signex.com. Okay, and maybe here in the argument in username, and I can provide this username here. Okay, so this username is ready, and same thing I'm going to pass here in username. Okay, so it will type the username for me, and the second activity I'm going to use, I can just rename it. Click here, F2. Okay, and then username, and I will use the next activity. Okay, password, we'll change the name as correctly type into password. After that I can create one more argument, which is in password. I can pass as in password here, and would like to see the selector empty field. Yes, click before typing if anything is there. Complete 3000 millisecond and no delay before, and we'll see the selector. So this is the selector, Chrome application. This is the page, ID, password, input. Everything is correct only. And here I'm going to provide the password. So let me provide the password. Maybe if I'm not wrong, this may be the password. So let's just, and after that, after doing this all, we need to click somewhere, login. Okay. So we'll use one more click activity. So this is just basic activities I'm using over here. We have more advanced activities in UiPath, which are into database activities, data table, Citrix, I would say computer vision activities, SAP activities, SAP automation as well we do. So all types of training I'm going to provide. Login. Okay. We'll just check it. Selector. Yeah, it looks good. Yes. So again, we'll go to the selector. We'll fine tune this selector so that it doesn't get fail. Open in UI Explorer. Yes, it is open. So here we can see AA name as login. So this AA name we can choose. We'll put wildcard because we don't know how many spaces are going to come. Validate, highlight, yes, highlighting, escape button, save, and rest of them we can close. Okay, and this close, and let's, run this module. Run file. It's throwing the error on login. Okay, why? Because okay, what it says, it is a name login, so it's throwing the error on this login button first, because if we see, it's not able to validate. So what we can do, because the here the title is something else, and if I go to see the application, here the title is login screener. So if I maybe put this title as just star, and a screener is there, login screener is there and there as well. So login, it is going to click over there, and let's run it now. The selector is fine tuned. It is very much dynamic. Means any page is there, screener will already be there, screener word in the title, and it is going to click on login, going to put the username and all. It is going to run successfully. So it has clicked on login, and so email, and this one it has already put it. So right now in our case the password is not correct, so we can capture this one and we can throw the error. I don't know the password of this one, but this is how we log in the application. That was the main motive to show you. So I can just capture one error. I can just see the element exists. Okay, so element exists. This element I'm going to see. If that element is there, it will check up to 3 seconds. If this element is there, it is going to throw me the error, and I'm going to use it into the control K bool variable, boolean login error. Okay, and I'm going to use one if activity, and inside this if activity. Okay, so inside this if activity, just a moment, This also looks like modern to me. Well, let me pass this login passed, and here I'm going to throw the error throw, and UiPath is upgrading very frequently. So this look and all has been changed now. New business rule exception, and the exception is going to be the login credentials are not valid. Okay, and it is going to throw me this error, and that's it. Else, if this error is not there, we can check some other element exists. Okay, parallelly we can use parallel activity. It will check both the elements in one go. If that element is there, means after login, whatever element is coming, if that element is there, so it will check that element and it will say, it will write one log message. Let me put one log message, add this one log message. It is going to write me that logged in successfully information. Okay, and the screener application is logged in. Okay, successfully. Please, um I may do some spelling mistake. Okay, so this error will be gone. Okay, and now if I, you know, will go login screener, if I do that again, first of all, let's see the output. So that's how it shows the output. Okay, it has completed, but this time it is going to throw me the error. Launch the application, it will click on login, and then will log in, will capture this screen, and after that it is showing through runtime error. Login credentials are not valid. Okay, so that's how it's going to throw me the error. So this is a small demo on the UiPath. So in the training classes, we are going to discuss all types of properties on all the activities. So many activities are there for SAP as well. You can see we are going to discuss the packages. If let's say some activities are not there, so we can install the packages here, and debug new sequences, multiple types of frameworks, these project activities. Okay, what are these all about? Um, Manage sources means from where we can, from the locally as well, we can, install the packages. Locations, where and all we are going to store the path and all different design. Okay, licenses and profile we are going to discuss general. And apart from this, team, GitHub, how do we connect the Git, cloning the repository, everything we are going to templates. Many kinds of templates are available. These and all we are going to discuss, and all the activities, all types of automations which are into web automation, Excel automation, PDF automation, Citrix automation, UI automation, or I would say email automation, means document understanding kind of projects, artificial intelligence project, machine learning projects. So AI fabric, we are going to discuss and learn those in coming classes. So, and this panel, debug panel, everything we are going to discuss. Okay. So this is all about the UiPath as of now. Now I would like to highlight few points on the UiPath. Okay. Let me just Let me just open. Okay. Okay. So we have this orchestrator as well. Just a moment. Keep changes. Yes. So all the projects which we are publishing onto the orchestrator that can be available here. We can directly run those projects which are already built up. We can run it from here as well. So for that we need to publish the project. So we have this publish option here, design, publish. So it will be published to the orchestrator. And in the orchestrator, we have multiple types of licenses. We have attended boards, unattended boards. So unattended boards are those which you don't need to, click anywhere. Orchestrator will itself run that whole project. It will take the access of that machine and it will run it. And apart from this, we have integration services. App we can create the applications as well to the orchestrator. Okay, so UiPath, it was founded in 2005 in Bucharest, Romania, and it was founded by Daniel Dines and Marius. Daniel Dines is a CEO. So in 2013, it has launched the desktop automation product line first time, and after 2013, it was keep on growing this. They were keep on growing this company. In August 2015, it has got its first I would say, investment from the investor. So in 2015, it became 1.6 million of company, and now in 2020, 22, it is 35 billion plus uh, net worth. This company is having this much of net worth. Okay, in 2019, one research firm Gartner announced that from uh, because they were running 2017 version, and once they moved to the 2018 version, so they were having the number five. They became from number five to number one in the RPA market share. And right now, UiPath tool is the number one tool. Okay, so these many integration services are there. So UiPath is the number one tool in the RPA automation. Apart from UiPath, we have Blue Prism and Automation Anywhere. But in UiPath, it's very much easier to automate any kind of automation. Google Sheets, Google Drive, you can see. We have Power Automate as well now from the Microsoft, but I always prefer to do automation on UiPath. And in March 2021, UiPath acquired Cloud Elements, you know. So uh, most of the API based of automation as well we can do in UiPath. Okay. And I think that's all. So apart from this one, we have in UiPath orchestrator, studio, and the UiPath assistant. Apart from this, in the orchestrator only, if we take more types of license, so we have UiPath Action Center. That is a communication tool for instances where robots needs to connect with human for this direction. Okay, sometimes robots are also looking for the direction. So for that, UiPath Action Center is the tool. Okay, that is in more advanced actually. Once we learn basics and something advanced in the studio, we can discuss UiPath Action Center in the training sessions. We have UiPath Assistance, what we have discussed. This UiPath Robot. This used to be a robot UiPath robot earlier, and we have UiPath Automation Hub and UiPath Document Understanding. Means any kind of document is there. A scan document, a handwritten document, or any kind of PDF document. Hodgepodge documents are there. Invoice, whether any kind of document is there. UiPath. It has machine learning inbuilt, so it is going to extract the information from out of those documents. So we just need to develop it and train those, you know, And after that, we have UiPath Insights. So that is a modular data dashboard that provides analytics for UiPath's automated processes. We have UiPath Process Mining. We have UiPath Studio X. Studio X is basically for those people who don't know much about the coding, much about the languages. We have UiPath Test Suites, UiPath software products which are available, and we have UiPath Academy as well. So from the Academy, sometime if you want to, I would say, plan for the certification, so some kind of courses are available in UiPath Academy as well, um, for the certifications and all. And I think that's all for today. And we'll connect with you whenever you start the training sessions and all. Thank you so much. Thank you all. That's all about the UiPath. And I'm going to provide more demos on different technologies such as Python, VBA, Advanced Excel, SQL, and I think that's all. So thank you so much for giving this opportunity.